It happens in a split second. You are having a decent day. You feel okay about your life. You open your phone to kill some time. You scroll. And then, you see it. The picture. Maybe it's your friend from college who just got promoted to VP. Maybe it's your ex-girlfriend announcing her engagement. Maybe it's some 19-year-old on TikTok making more money in a month than you make in a year. Physically, nothing touched you. No one hit you. No one stole your wallet. But internally, you took a punch to the gut. Your mood crashes instantly. A cold weight settles in your stomach. You feel small. You feel irrelevant. You feel behind. We have a soft name for this feeling. We call it jealousy. But the ancient philosophers had a more accurate name, envy. And envy is unique. It is the only deadly sin that is zero fun. Think about it. Lust feels good for a moment. Gluttony tastes delicious. Sloth feels comfortable. But envy? Envy is just pure, distilled pain. It is the act of drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. It is a mental cancer that eats you alive while you smile and type congratulations. In the comments section, we live in a culture designed to trigger envy. We carry a device in our pocket that broadcasts the highlight reels of billions of people, 24/7. If you don't have a strategy to fight this, you are going to spend your entire life watching other people live theirs. Today, we stop drinking the poison. I am going to give you 5 brutal habits to starve your envy, break the comparison trap, and finally start running your own race. This brings us to habit number 1. Habit 1, stop the bleeding. You cannot heal a wound if you keep stabbing it every morning. If scrolling through Instagram makes you feel like garbage, why are you still doing it? We are masochists. We voluntarily walk into a digital museum of other people's success and compare it to our private failure. You need to understand the game. Social media is not a documentary, it is a performance. It is a curated exhibition. No one posts their panic attacks. No one posts the fight they had with their spouse. No one posts their bank overdraft notices. They post the vacation, the car, the smile. When you stare at their wins for 2 hours a day, you are training your brain to believe a lie. The lie is, everyone is winning except me. This triggers a primal panic in your brain. Evolutionarily, being left behind by the tribe meant death. That is why envy hurts so much. It is a survival alarm gone wrong. So, you need a digital purge. Open your phone right now. Look at who you follow. If an account triggers your insecurity, unfollow. If a friend's success makes you bitter, mute them. You are not being mean. You are not being petty. You are protecting your mental real estate. This is where you need a defense system. This is why I use Ever Accountable. Envy thrives on the doom scroll. We scroll to numb our pain, but the scrolling just creates more pain. It's a trap. We get addicted to the very thing that makes us sick. Ever Accountable helps you break the addiction to the screen. It monitors your activity and shares it with a trusted friend. Why is this crucial for envy? Because when you know someone is watching, you stop the mindless, zombie-like scrolling. You put the phone down. You come back to reality. You stop watching their life and start living yours. I've put a link in the description. Stop the bleeding today. Once you stop the scrolling, you need to change your vision. Habit number 2 is the iceberg rule. Here is the fundamental mistake of envy. We cherry pick. We look at a successful person, and we want one specific thing they have. You see the millionaire's Ferrari, and you say, I want that. You see the influencer's fame, and you say, I want that. But you are only seeing the tip of the iceberg. The sunlit part. You are ignoring the massive, dark, frozen jagged rock underneath the water. The rule is this: you can't cherry pick. If you want his life, you have to take the full package. You can't just take the Ferrari. You have to take the 80-hour work weeks that cost him his marriage. You can't just take the fame. You have to take the anxiety, the lack of privacy, and the fake friends. You can't just take the six-pack abs. You have to take the starvation diet and the obsessive gym routine. Next time you feel a pang of envy, ask yourself, do I want his demons? Do I want his sacrifices? Do I want his stress? Usually, the answer is a hard no. You realize you don't actually want to be him. You just want your life to be better. When you see the whole iceberg, the glamour fades, and the envy evaporates. Now, let's do something productive with that feeling. Habit number 3, turn envy into research. Envy is actually useful data. It is a compass. It tells you what you want. You don't envy the guy playing piano if you don't care about music. You envy him because deep down, you want to create something. You don't envy the traveler if you hate flying. You envy him because you feel trapped. So, flip the script. Don't hate the player. Study the game. Most men look at success with bitterness. They say, he got lucky. Or his dad is rich. That is a loser's mindset. It keeps you poor. Instead, look at them with curiosity. Ask forensic questions. How did he get there? What books does he read? What time does he wake up? What skills does he have that I lack? This transmutes the energy from resentment, which paralyzes you, to inspiration, which moves you. The moment you start learning from them, you stop being their rival and start being their student. Admiration is the antidote to envy. You cannot learn from someone you secretly hate. Habit number 4 deals with the root fear. Habit 4, it's not a pie. Envy comes from a scarcity mindset. We act as if success is a finite resource, like a pizza. If he takes a big slice of the pizza, that means there is less for me. If he gets married, my chances go down. If he gets rich, the world gets poorer. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Success is not a pizza. Success is a fire. If he lights his candle, it doesn't dim yours. In fact, it makes the whole room brighter. One man's breakthrough creates the blueprint for the next man's victory. Think about Roger Bannister. For centuries, people thought it was physically impossible to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Then Bannister did it. Did that use up all the running magic? No. Within weeks, other people did it. Within years, teenagers were doing it. His success didn't steal their potential, it unlocked it. When you celebrate other people's wins, you are telling your brain, this is possible. There is plenty. My turn is coming. It shifts you from a desperate grabber to a confident builder. Finally, habit number 5. This is the only permanent cure. Habit 5, stay in your lane. Comparison is an act of violence against your own soul. When you compare yourself to another man, you are essentially saying that God made a mistake with you. You are saying your story isn't good enough. You have to realize that you are running a completely different race. You cannot be behind because you are not on their track. You are on yours. A shark cannot envy a lion. A lion cannot envy an eagle. They are dominant in their own domains. If a shark tries to climb a tree to be like a monkey, it will fail and feel like a loser. The problem is, most of us don't know what our domain is. We don't know who we are, so we try to be everyone else. Finding your domain is the hardest part. That is why I recommend The Purpose-Driven Life by Rick Warren. If you feel constantly behind, it's probably because you are running a race you weren't designed for. Rick Warren's book forces you to stop looking sideways at your neighbors and start looking up at your Creator. It asks the question, what on earth am I here for? When you know your purpose, envy becomes irrelevant. You are too busy running your own race to care about the score on someone else's board. Link is in the description. Find your lane. Stay in it. Imagine a runner in the Olympics. He is sprinting for the finish line. He is fast. He is capable. But halfway through, he turns his head to look at the guy in the next lane. What happens? He slows down. He breaks his stride. He stumbles. And he loses. Envy is that backward glance. It slows you down. It breaks your rhythm. It costs you your gold medal. Stop looking at them. They are running their race. You run yours. Curate your feed. Look at the iceberg. Study the game. Trust the abundance. And stay in your lane. The only person you should try to be better than is the person you were yesterday. If you are ready to stop comparing and start living, hit that subscribe button. We are building a community of men who are focused, driven, and refined. I'll see you at the finish line.